continue our conversation on a very real and practical level. Life is hard. Like there's no getting around it. Life can be overwhelming at times. The world we find ourselves in seems crazy at times, seems overwhelming. Sometimes it seems impossible. But we're here for a reason. Each and every one of us has a divinely inspired purpose. And by discovering that purpose, we can emerge and become more than we are today. So, wherever you find yourself, especially in breaking it down in terms of your body, which is your health, your physical aspects, your spirit, your connection to spirit, that eternal spirit, that connection to the divine, and mind, that beautiful, intellectual, sometimes neurotic and crazy, negative, but amazing mind that you have. By bringing all three of those together into a collective consciousness, by having three voices in the conversation, not just one, not just the mind, but listening to our body, connecting to spirit, and moving from being passive in this life, where things just happen to us, to move into an active participation, where we're consciously aware of the world that we live in, but not necessarily succumbing to it, because we have a purpose. We are here for a reason. Not as I have a different purpose than you do. We all have a unique purpose of why we're here. All of our purposes are aligned with humanity's purpose, right? So my purpose and your purpose are not so different, but they are unique. And so by discovering your purpose, why you're here, and investing in your body, spirit, and mind to accomplish that purpose, you can bring forth God's loving energy into your life, and it can propel you forward. It can heal you. It can bring people into your life. It can bring opportunity to your doorstep. And it can help you accomplish more than you ever were possible of accomplishing before. So as you look back on where you've come, your past, this is the orientation of the mind, right? So it's easy to analytically look at how we got here, our life to this date, our skills, our abilities, our shortcomings, right? This is the domain of the mind. The body, on the other hand, lives in the present moment, right now. I pinch myself, I feel it right now. I give myself a caress, I feel it right now. The body lives in the present moment versus the spirit. Spirit is boundless. The spirit lives in the future and the possibilities of what can happen. So by bringing our body, spirit, and mind into a collective consciousness, we actually bring this vast intelligence forward, which accompanies the body, the past, the present, and the future, all in one collective consciousness. It makes us a much more powerful being than we were when we were only living in the domain of the mind. Now, that is not just a logical construct. In fact, right now, I'm speaking to your mind. Your mind right now is taking what I'm saying and it's applying my words against its logical construct of what is true and false, what's right and what's wrong. It's the logical construct that has gotten you through life, and your mind is interpreting what is brought to it against that framework. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that's the only lens that we look at life through, it's a very limited lens. Versus our body, as I mentioned, is in the present moment. Whatever happens right now is what happens. It's taking it in as it experiences it in real time. And our spirit is very open-minded because there's no mind. That spirit is actually boundless. And the spirit lives in the future. So the spirit already knows what your divinely inspired purpose is. Yes, it does. Your spirit is connected to the divine. It knows why you're here. It wants you to accomplish your purpose. And by the way, your spirit has been talking to you since the day you were born. It has been telling you why you're here. It has been communicating what your purpose is. Now, that does not necessarily mean that you've been listening. And this is the challenge that each and every human being faces. When we're born, we're turned on with that mind on. ready to process information, because when you're born as a baby, you have to survive, right? So from even your little toddler years, you're making logical understandings of the world around you to stay alive, right? To learn and to move forward in this process, right? But you also are developing a physical body that has sensation. And this language of sensation is how the body connects to the outside world. If you think about it, the mind has no idea what's going on in the world around it. If it wasn't for your eyes, your ears, your taste, your sensation, if it wasn't for the five senses, your mind would have no context to what's going on. Don't believe me? Try closing your eyes and walking around the room. You'll run into the wall. Unless you're doing a walking meditation, and then you can usually figure it out, but that's another topic. But your spirit communicates through emotion. And this is the nuance of connecting with our spirit, where we feel excitement, we feel opportunity, we feel hesitation, we feel scared. The sensation of emotion coming from the spirit can encourage us to speed up, go faster, do more, or to slow down, take another thought. Let's reconsider what we're doing. By bringing the body, spirit, and the mind together into a collective consciousness, we merge the past, present, and future. We bring thoughts, sensation, and emotion into a single conversation in order to make decisions. And these investments that we make into nurturing our body, spirit, and mind enliven these sensations, these thoughts, these emotions. They bring them into our awareness. Whereas before we were blind, we sometimes didn't even notice when our spirit was speaking to us or our body was trying to get our attention. By bringing the three together into harmony, we can actually listen like never before. And that is what connects us to the divine. That is why we invest daily in our body, spirit, and mind to bring forth that true self, so that we are operating actively in the world, not passive. No, we're not just letting the world happen to us. No, we're not here just to go through the motions. No, we are here for a purpose. And we are making an investment in ourselves to accomplish that purpose. Now, we're going to discover what our purpose is in the future by listening to our body, spirit, and mind, most importantly, our spirit. That purpose will be revealed to us. And when it is, it'll feel like an old friend. It won't be a shock. You won't be like, oh my goodness, that's my purpose. No, you will feel like you have always known that is why you're here. It'll feel warm, loving, and because that is an alignment with the divine. And we're going to work together to get there. We're going to work together to bring your thoughts, emotions, and sensations and enliven them so that your true self can operate in this world. And with that, you can accomplish anything. I'm Darby, and we'll talk soon.